just didn't. And she can be cool with it. Okay. All right, chat. What it sound like too. It's gonna be a different thing. Okay. So I gotta learn like basics, beginning stuff. So we gonna go through that whole stage and things like that. Like I need to know like keys and chords and all different type of things like that too. So this is going to be very interesting. I just want to do it. Not gonna lie, I just want to do it. So I'm gonna have to put these on. I don't know if it'll pick it up though, like the outside sound. I might have to upload up the threshold on it a little bit. I might have to up the threshold a little bit, just a tad. Put this down. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. And then I could do that on stream. All right. And so, like I said, I gotta pretty much, yeah. It might not even be tuned right, but we ball. It's on tune though. All right. So let's learn what some of this stuff is called. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. E is for elephants being the low, thicker E string, lower, low, thicker E string. So this is the thicker one. So this is E. For ears being the high, thinner E string. Put your second finger on the second fret of the D string, and they'll know exactly this without hesitation. See, I don't know that right now. First finger, third fret. I remember this stuff from Tommy when he was teaching me. First finger, third fret, third finger, fifth fret, fourth finger, sixth fret. Okay. Open chords, power chords. Okay, they're telling me a lot of information right now. They're telling me a lot of information right now. All right, let me so the bridge, the body, the strings, the tuning pegs, and the fretboard. So strings, fretboard, sound hole, bridge, guitar body, tuning peg, strings, fretboard, sound hole, bridge, guitar body. Mhm. Got it. Okay. So E, A, D, G, B, E. If we learn a JoJo song, that'd be crazy. That JoJo riff, that'd be crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm trying to learn something like that. I ain't gonna lie. All right, let's see. Okay. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. EADGBE. EADGBE. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. All right, that makes sense. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Body on the knee. Mm-hmm. All right, all right, all right, all right. Just stand on it. Okay, okay, okay. Thumbs up sign. Then place the. Oh, that's for the pick. I'm just using my thumb. All right, and that'll be all right. All that stuff. It's the frets too. Like what finger my fret got to be on. But let me see some. What's the names? All right, let me see some of these. I'm not even gonna like. I wonder if y'all can get it because I'm not even. I don't want to hear it. That's why I want to read it first before I do it. Mm, low E string, low A string. Eddie A dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. E. Two bar riff. 3/8 note pickups. D D D hashtag. D D hashtag E G A alternate between the open. Okay. Play with the eyes closed is crazy. The notes played in the sequence. Second part goes. How do you know where the frets are though? You see what I'm saying? Like how do you know where to like how to fret it? You know what I'm saying? Like how to fret it? Because those are the wasn't names, but I need to know the frets for it too. All right, let's see what they talk about on here. Go don't trust the YouTube.
Stop me if this sounds like you. You've been playing the guitar for a while now. You know some chords, some songs.
Hi, welcome to.
Let's see. See what they're talking about, chat. Let me take this overlay off. As easy as that.
Guitar Boot Camp. By the end, you'll be so confident with the guitar that you could be hanging out with the pros and they'd be like, hey, this guy knows guitar. Yeah. Sound good? Good. So we're gonna be starting from the very top, so bear with me if you're like, I already know that's a guitar, because things will get more complex as we go, but it's important to really make sure we know all the basics so the harder stuff later makes sense. Guitar anatomy. So guitars come in many different shapes and sizes. There are three main classifications: acoustic, electric, and classical. We're gonna be focusing on acoustic and electric because they're approached more or less the same way, whereas classical isn't. So the basic guitar parts you should be familiar with are actually similar to something else. That's right, a giraffe. So you've got the body, the neck, and the head stock. Now, unlike a giraffe, guitars have a nut, tuning machines, also called tuning pegs, the fretboard, which is on top of the neck, frets, which are on top of the fretboard. Now, like a giraffe, guitars have spots along the neck. Those are called inlays. On most guitars, they're dots, but sometimes there are other shapes like diamonds, squares, bird, and they're used to help you quickly find frets while playing. Because without them, where's the 13th fret? I don't. Me neither. But with them, it's here, right after the double dots, which mark the 12th fret. Now onto the body. They all have bridges, which support the strings, and most have pick guards, which guard from picks. Now, where they differ is in how they produce sound. For example, an unplugged acoustic sounds like this. Nice. Whereas an unplugged electric sounds like this. Not literally, they do make a bit of sound, and then they have pickups, which pick up the sound and send it to the amp, which amplifies it. But the acoustic, on the other hand, has a sound hole. Do you know what that does? It's a hole for sound. That's right. Tuning. So, in the age of modern technology, you can get about a dozen apps that can help you tune. But you probably only need one. But in case you're ever without a phone, you can buy an electronic tuner or a piano. And then you can tune the strings in reference to the keys. Another option you can do is relative tuning. That's when you tune the guitar to itself. Basically, working down from the 6th string to the 1st string, or the fattest string to the skinniest string, play the 5th fret on one string, and then tune the string below it to match the pitch. Except for tuning the B string, which you match to the 4th fret of the G string. And by the end, you should have a guitar that's perfectly in tune to itself, and nothing else on the planet. Before you play. So, guitars are actually designed for humans. So whether you're sitting or standing, the way it naturally falls is basically how it should be. But just in case, generally you sit down to practice and stand to perform. Unless it's a really serious performance, then you sit on a stool with a spotlight. So we'll start with sitting. Place the body of the guitar on your right leg with your right arm placed over it in a way that supports it so the neck stays parallel to the ground. Your left hand shouldn't have to support the neck in any way. And if you're standing and playing, you should use a strap, and it should be about the same height as when you were sitting down. Slash. So fretting is what you do with your left hand on the fretboard. Each string produces a single note, which changes depending on what fret you play. Higher on the neck's a higher note, lower on the neck's a lower note. If you play 3 or more strings simultaneously, that's a chord. Sometimes it seems easier to play a chord by contorting your body in weird ways, and it might be, but in the long term, it can lead to permanent injury, which is bad. So I might over-explain how to do it, but it's important. So make a loose fist with your left hand and put your palm to the sky. Your thumb should fall roughly in between your index and your middle finger. Don't overthink it too much, and just make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Now, when you play a note, make sure your fingers come up perpendicular to the fretboard and not at an angle. This prevents injury, but it also prevents you from accidentally touching strings by mistake, which is worse. Now, your right hand is responsible for rhythm, and there are 2 main ways to do it. Which will you pick? some guitar humor for you. With electric guitars, you almost exclusively use a pick, and with an acoustic, you can either use a pick or finger pick. Finger picking, you use your thumb to play bass notes, which is strings 6, 5, and 4, and your index, middle, and ring fingers are used to play 3, 2, and 1 respectively. Now picks, they come in a lot of sizes. The rule is pretty much, the less time you've been playing, the thinner your pick should be. And the good news is, once you're used to it, it's easy to upgrade. So to hold a pick, rest it on your index finger and put your thumb on top of it gently. You want your grip on the pick to be relaxed. So relaxed that it might fall out of your hand at times, but tight enough that it won't. And in general, if you're strumming or playing chords or rhythm guitar, use your elbow and wrist. And if you're picking, like just playing individual notes, just use your wrist. Play a note. So what's interesting about guitar compared to like piano, say you got Mozart in a room. Sup guys? Oh hey Mo. So with a piano, if you and Mozart are both to hit the same key and only one key, it'll sound basically the same. But now say we got Jimi Hendrix. Hey fellas. Hey Jim. Hey Jim. So if you and Jimmy have the exact same guitar with the exact same setup, if Jimmy plays a note, it might sound like this. Thanks Jimmy. Now if you're new to guitar and you play the same note, it might sound like this. It's different. And that comes down to experience, knowing how hard to press, finger strength, and even your picking hand. But as a general rule, you want to press down as lightly as you can, but still get a clear tone with no buzz. So the goal is to have as little string tension as possible. The way to do that is, say you're playing the 3rd fret on the 6th string. And by the way, playing the 3rd fret means to play in the 3rd box. Okay. Now in the box, you want to place your finger as close to the 3rd fret as you can without actually touching it.
In the box, 3rd fret. Let me go back.
You're playing the 3rd fret on the 6th string. And by the way,
3rd fret on the 6th string. 3rd fret, 6th string. That's the top one.
Playing the 3rd fret means to play in the 3rd box. Now in the box, you want to place your finger as close to the 3rd fret as you can without actually touching it, because that's where the string has the least tension. Also, electric guitars have lower actions than acoustics, which means the strings are closer to the fretboard, which also means less tension. Okay, time to play a note. You ready? Play this one.
What, bro?
Oh, that's tablature. Basically, how you read them. Bottom line corresponds with the 6th string, the thickest string, and the top line with the 1st string, the thinnest string. And the other lines in between are the strings in between. And the numbers that are on the lines are what fret you have to play on that string. A 0 means you play an open string, which means you press no frets. Chords. So a chord is when you play 3 or more notes simultaneously, which on guitar is playing 3 or more strings simultaneously. There are all types of chords, but the ones you absolutely have to know are bar chords. Kidding. It's open chords. Open chords are chords that consist of at least one string that's not fretted. Here's an example. That's a chord diagram. How you read it is, picture a guitar up against a wall, and that's it. So with everything we've learned in this video, try and play up against a wall. That's a chord diagram. How you read it is, picture a guitar up against a wall, and that's it. So with everything we've learned in this video, try and play this chord. And if you're
Okay. So if I'm looking at the guitar like this, bro, like he said, and it's up there. So this one is above this fret, like the top fret on the goddamn on the bridge. No, on the bridge, not the bridge. So it's that's not the 1st fret, but the 2nd fret, 5th string, and 4th string. So 2nd fret, 5th string, 4th string. So that is 88 dynamite. So that's E and D. No, 88 dynamite. So that's A and D. So A and D. And the 2nd fret. So 2nd fret, 5th string, and 4th string, right? Both going to the goddamn to the edge, they say. So how can I like do that? I think I'm on the what's name a little bit. So I could do it with one finger though and freak it. You probably need both. All right, so second fret, fifth string, fourth string, third string, second string, first string. Okay. And even if it don't sound all the way right, I'm not hitting the last one. Okay. All right, let me see.
If you're gonna pause, here's some chord charts of chords that you should be familiar with.
Okay. String tension, this is this. So this is at 6/16. Let's see what the rest of the video.
And then once you get these down, you'll officially be done with Guitar Boot Camp. So
Wait.
congratulations. You'll be done with of chords that you should be.
So let's practice these. So I just did this one. It's called EM. So M. So they got E's like on the side and stuff too, like that I noticed. So do it like that, and then just stand my guitar back, like stand it back up to read it. So if I know that's the second fret, so if I know EM is second fret, fifth string, fourth string, G is third fret, first string, and also second fret, fifth string. No, G. Okay, so let's go by one. How will I do this? The way it falls, my fingers just got to get used to this position. Like, how do my fingers be positioned? But I figured out. So first one is third fret, first string, third fret, first string. Second fret, second string. No, first, third fret, sixth string. This is six. This is six. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or is it 1, 2? Yeah, this is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So third fret, sixth string, second fret, fifth string, second fret, fifth string, and then third fret, sixth string. So that's something like this, right? Move it all the way over. So boom, boom. The finger positioning is crazy. Uh, boom. Uh, so third fret, first string. Tap back in. 1, 2, 3. Second fret, second string. Second fret, fifth string. Let's see what that sounds like. Then my fucking pinky gotta be right here. Ah! How? Like that's a crazy way to contort. All right, all right, all right. Let's try it again. All right, you can hold it. It's free. Parallel. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. So we going. All right. All right. All right. Okay. 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 Let me see. Let me see. Um, can't get you out of my mind. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Sixth string, third fret. One, two. As close to the fret as possible. Um, what I can do is this. I can use the thumb. I can use this middle finger and this. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try that. Thumb, and then come back in on her. Pause. Well, no, it's not pause. With the second string, fifth fret, right? Second string, fifth fret, and then I can feel my because it's resting on this chord. So if it's resting on the chord, it got to be like this. All right, so we figuring it out. We figuring it out. What work and what don't work. Bro, speaking a little story time, a little brief story time. Bro, get into this stage of just life, bro. And this is crazy. I'm actually talking like this. But I wouldn't say like making hard decisions, but making decisions for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of that stage right now. And it hurts sometimes. It really do. It really do. It really do hurt sometimes because I ain't really be doing a lot, bro. I don't really be doing a lot. It's not like I'm all like the super da 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 da, but I used to just give a lot of time, bro, to like stuff that didn't matter, bro. Not lying to you. And because how I would feel intrinsically having too big of a heart type shit getting me caught up. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just do the most, da da da. But that's like, no, like when I started just being on the time and God wanted me to be on, it's just like life excel for you, bro. So it just be like that sometimes. I love my brothers. All right, let's try it again. Let's honestly try it again, bro. I really don't know what you know what I'm saying. I really don't know what's going on. Let's just try it again. I mean, sheesh. Let's just try it again. So I mean, it's just one of those things. I don't know. I don't know. Let's try it, bro. All right, so we gonna go in again. We still on G, bro. We still trying to figure out G. How do I place my fingers on this? All right. First, second, third, six. Third fret, sixth string. Let's give it a strum. Nice strum. All right, let's go. We got to put our finger on the second fret, fifth string. Let's give it a strum. Let's see over there. So let's give it a strum, shall we? Okay. So let's give it a second fret, fifth string type of strum. All right. Now look. You see, I don't know. The finger can't be. Look at the pinky up. You know, and we try not to have like our other fingers on the other strings, because Tommy was telling me like, bro, if you do that, you compromise the integrity of what you plan. See, if my fingers is leaning this way, I gotta like pull my finger apart, like pull it down, like over here, like retraining them just to get that pluck, bro. This is pissing me off. This is pissing me off. It's pissing me off, but that means my brain just working different. So all right, bet. Let's do it. This is cool. I like the way this feels. But if it was a way I could like do this, and then this, but to hit this every time is gonna take practice. And the only problem about it is I'm still resting a little bit on that string, the 88 dynamite. So D, like my middle finger is on A and D at the same time, which I know is gonna be a big problem when I'm learning because it's on A and D. So as long as my middle finger keep being resting on A and D, it's gonna come out sounding weird. I already know this for a fact. So that's the biggest thing I'm struggling about trying to get that G, um, the G chord is just trying to make sure my thumb not on A and D. So we're gonna try it again. We gotta get this shit right. Damn, it's like they rest and then as soon as they rest, they move. My fingers literally move. I'm gonna just have to start doing push-ups on my fingers or some crazy shit. Just like I don't know I don't know. I'm gonna just start doing like push-ups on my fingertips and just get like crazy fingertip strength. I'm not even lying. You think you got fingertip strength, bro, until you try to hold a chord on the guitar? The fuck out of here. It's over with. All right, let me see, bro. And please tell me, and please tell. All right, but I'm like, if I would have been muted this whole time, I would have just. All right, 1, 2, 3, 2. That sound kind of right. That sound kind of okay. That sound different than what I was. That sound kind of okay. One more time. Get off the fret. Move it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's give it a couple more times. I'm feeling pretty confident about that one. Move it over. Move it. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about this. Hold on. Mm. That little zzz is because this my ring finger was on E and A, so you got that like ding song. You know what I just peeped to do? I could bring a chord down just enough to touch another chord with one finger. To play guitar, the best build a finger to have is like skinny long fingers. Mine is the exact opposite. I got like chubs, so my fingertips is chubby. So I can use that to my advantage by grabbing the chord and playing them both at the same time. But most of the times, you want to have like single chords, and then spreading my fingers out is gonna be interesting as well. But we do it again. Let's try G again. Let's try G again. G. Boom. Okay, now it feel you took you a few tries. You got to get in there and feel comfortable. Let's proceed. All right, so it's an X on the top. I don't know what the X means. I don't know what the X means on the top. Do I gotta hold it up here on the top? Hell no. We're gonna just forget the X and just have to figure it out later. But for now, in the meantime, the ones that's on the board, on the fretboard, is let's see, what is this? This is all second fret, fifth through second, second fret. First one we'll go is first, second, third string. So third string, first, second, third string, fourth string. No, third string. Yeah, fourth string. No, third string, six, five, four, fourth string, third string, and second string. But how do I make all my fingers that close to the fretboard when you play a chord like this? They're gonna have to just understand, bro. Yeah, that's like humanly like weird. Like that's a human error. That sounds pretty good though. That's one. This one nice. You gotta learn shit like this, like as you get older. You know what I'm saying? The shorties come around, you just whip out the guitar and shit like this. Add this to your bag. Then you go hit a fucking be like, hold on, let me get that A note for you. Let me get that A note for you. Oh, hold on, let me restart. Yeah, hit an A note for a shorty. You be alright. You see what I'm saying? You gotta learn skills like this. Put in your bag, man. You know what I'm saying? We learn them A notes. Get some A notes. All right. So that's A. A is pretty nice and easy. And if I'm doing it correctly, I could be doing it incorrectly the whole time. But for now, it feel pretty decent. I'll be honest with you. All right, yeah, yeah. I'm be looking at this motherfucker a lot, gang. Just trying to learn it. So now it's AM. So that's second fret, 6 5 4, 6 5 4 3. But you also got first fret up there on some crazy shit. How do you like, bro? Pinky got to come up now. Like, bro, what? It's just like finger positioning is so crazy to me. How do you know? So do you always start with your index finger then? So let's start with the frets in the okay. So first fret, what's that? Second string. First fret, second string to the board. Second fret, fourth string to the board, and third string. Okay, that's cool. We can play it like this. First fret. Yep. Let's make sure you're not on that. You gotta be up. Like you can't be resting. You gotta be up off that string. And then it's yep. All right, that sound about right, but that's the only thing like an instructor I can see is good for as I'm like beginning and learning this. It's hard to know if your finger is on it. Like it's hard to know if your finger is on the string. You just gotta like try your best as a beginner to like mentally keep track of this while you practicing on your own. Cause it's like it could be resting, and then what does that sound like when it do rest? And then an experienced guitarist to know, oh yeah, you doing this, it's resting like this, do this. That's why learning an instrument is damn near in a language, in my opinion, when you learning a language or an instrument, it's probably best to go to somebody that does that to learn it from. Because doing it by yourself, you could definitely do it. You would definitely do it, but you'll probably develop a weird habit that you have to change later on once you meet that professional. But till then, till we get to that professional, we gonna ball. Let's try AM again. So first fret, second string, second fret, fourth string, and third string. Fourth string and third string. God is good. All right, let's see. Okay, so that was this one is nice. Cool, cool, cool. Dun 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 dun. Okay, 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 okay. The next one is E. Yep, E. So this is let's look at it. We got some first fret action. Let's handle first fret first. So first fret, 6 5 4 3, third string. First fret, third string, 6 5 4 3, bow. Close to the fret as possible. Um, second fret, fifth string and fourth string. Fifth string and fourth string. Yeah, I like the way this one sounds. Think about life, bro. Playing guitar just make you like introspectively think things sometimes. You're trying to be the next Bruno Mars, huh? He trying to be the next me. We be honest. He trying to be the next me. You understand? But yeah, bro, like guitar, how you thinking just kind of like introspectively, bro. How you thinking like just shit about the world, right? But so that's E. I like playing this. I like the way my fingers feel on the chords. It's comfortable. E, no, what was the one? G is crazy. I'm gonna have to come back to that one and like, you know what I'm saying, get busy with it. But I like the way this one feel, being honest. All right, let's try E again. Let's just try E again. It feel good. It feel good. Let's try it again. All right. First fret, 6 5 4 3, third string. First fret, third string, 6 5 4 3, third string. Put the index finger right on her, and then go to second fret, fifth string and fourth string. Second fret, fifth string and fourth string. Uh, what is it? Okay, 6 5 4 3, 6 5 4 3. My fingers be moving. And I think this is it. This feel comfortable. If I'm remembering off the top of my head, I'll check. Hold on, let me see. Keep my fingers off the other ones. Uh, yes. Yep. There it is. Yep. That's the lullaby. That's the lullaby. There it is. Yep. Nice. All right. Going to that was E. Let's try AM again. I like the way that one felt. So that's the second string, first fret, second string. Put her on there. And then you need to do second fret, 6 5 4 3, 4 and 3, 6 5 4 and 3. Get off the fret. Get off the fret, Jason. There you go. No, you touching it. You touching it. Touching a little bit too many things. There it is. Yep. Yes. That one. All right. And then let's go down the list. So the next one is DM, D minor. Oh, I think the M is like minor and major. Knowledge. I think it's like minor and major. All right, I get it. I get it. I get it. All right. Okay. So let's go D major or D minor. I don't know it specifically yet. The X's might give me a clue, but I don't know, gang. They all got, because A up there got an X on it, but it's not a minor or a major. And then one right next to it, AM, got like looks the same thing. I would say AM up there is minor because the way the first fret start, it got a minor chord in it. And I would say it's the same thing for like DM, it got a minor chord in it. So I would say it's minor. Anything on this, like the last one, is minor in my head because the ones that don't have it. Now EM right here has it, but that could be major though, because it's just probably only major notes for E instead of being regular E with a mid note in it. I don't know. I'm just putting shit together in my head, bro, as I go along. So we about to still check it out and see. Let's take a look. So let's go DM. I'm gonna say it's minor for now until we figure it out. But it's first fret, first string. All right, put her there. Um, and then you got second fret, 6 5 4 3, 6 5 4 3. So you got second fret, 6 5 4 3, and then you got third fret on two. Yep, 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 yep. Ooh. Okay, let's try it again. All right, and then we got to do the let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let me handle that. All right. So it is currently the first fret, first string, first fret, first fret, first string, second fret, 6, 5, 4, 3, third string, and third fret, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. My lovely mother. All right, chat. Bro, whew, this is a great time of my life. I'm not gonna lie. A wonderful time of my life. I'm not gonna lie. If y'all only knew the half. Sheesh. Sheesh, sheesh, sheesh. But it's like, bro, I'm gonna be honest. It's like, be honest, bro. It be stuff going on. And my mouse died. Great. So we're stuck. Me and you. Yep, me and you. All right, D. Let's go to D. It is second fret, the 6 5 4 3, second fret, 6 5 4 6 5 4 3, and third fret, second string, first string. So it's okay, something like this. Right in between. So I'm muting out some of them. Woo! Let me try it again. Mm, bro, let me see. And then we're gonna go to C. Okay. And then we start to wrap it up. Take me a little break. Get a bite to eat, bro. We gonna get into some things. Where's my so that's why. Yo, my friend. I sold. I really did sell. That's why you gotta have it on the right side because of my mouse. How did I not know this? That video was goaded. Yeah, no, this is the truth. This is the truth. Bro, what does the M mean? Is it minor or major? What does the M mean? I was saying, listen, my theory was it will be minor because it's a minor, what's the name in it? Like DM would be D minor because it's got a minor key because it's the first string on there. I don't know though. But then I'll also, how do I like my finger positioning is just probably fucked. It's just fucked. On top of that, I have to now, um, I sold. I don't know how I sold to this degree, like I'm left-handed. If I move my desk out, I can slide it behind and everything will still be in there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I can move the desk out. The lowercase is minor. Knew it, chat. What I tell you, chat? What I tell you, chat? I'm what I tell you. Okay. And then can I just move it? I should be able to. Don't try this shit at home, chat. Some prime jackassery I'm doing. All right. Okay. Put her down nice and easy, nice and easy. All right. Okay. And I'm thinking like, bro, I can leave it like this, but I can't. All right, all right, all right. Okay. All right. Hey, 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 face. What's going on? You okay? Hey, hey. You just want some rubs. That's okay. I know, mommy. You getting a good nap? That's a good nap for the good baby. Oh, yes. Yes, mommy. Okay. Oh, that's the good baby. Yes, that's the good baby. Okay. Okay. Is that the good baby? Yes. Yes. Come here, mommy. Come here. Yes, mommy. That's the good baby. Yes, that's the good baby. The good face. Yes, mommy. Yes. Oh, that's the good baby. I know that's the good baby. You get some rubs. It's okay. Get some rubs. Nothing wrong with getting some rubs. You get the rubs. Okay. Okay. I got to stream. I got to play this guitar. Okay. So I can teach you how to play the guitar. Okay. So we can play the guitar, mommy. Okay. Yes, mommy. Okay. Okay. Let me play the guitar. Okay. Then you play the guitar. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me get this back up. Fuck. All right. Okay. Back up. Back in. Hey, lay down. Lay down. So you don't get hit in the head with the thingy. Lay down. Good job. Okay. Let's try D again. Let's try D again. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. So this is D second fret, third string. Okay. But I'm gonna go index. Should I go index? Does that move me down when I do index? Second fret, third string. We also have a third fret, second string. Easy. Nope. Nope. That sounds like Doom. Why does that sound so nasty? I guess that's how it's supposed to sound. It's more of a lower tone, I guess. D is more of like like a doom, doom, doom. So I guess okay, that's cool. All right, so and then I gotta tune it too. So after that, I come back and tune it. I look at a tuner and then I tune it too and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to get strings down and things of that nature. So hmm yeah, let me get strings down and things of that nature. All right. So third fret, second fret, third string, second fret, third string, third fret, second string, and then we got another back at the goddamn. So that's what I'm saying. How do I? What? Like how? How? Like, how do I get? Okay. How do I get my finger, bro, on this chord down here, and the on the third up here, where my middle finger at? Where my middle finger at? I need to have. Come on, pussy. Like fuck. How? 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 Like how? That don't even seem real. Oh, couch. Look, that don't even seem real. All right, all right, let me try it. Let me try it. So it's God damn it. All right, let me see. Second fret, third string, and it's second fret, first string. How do I just play second fret, third, and first string at the same time? What fingers am I using to play these keys? So I can do that, and then I can just add that. Cool, cool. You got to break it down in chunks like a combo. I'm touching something I'm not supposed to be touching. It's this one in the middle. There we go. This is fucked. Okay. Trying to play D, but just with second fret, third string, and first string. Let's just figure out finger placement for that right now. Let's just figure out finger placement for all that right now. All right, this is all right. You can frame. This is cool. All right, all right, all right. Let me try it. Let me try it. Let me try it. Let me try it. Okay. I need the third, third, and the first, and in the middle. That's because I need, and it's in the second. It started the second and the third. It's just the second and the third. Okay. Like this finger positioning, I can hit all frets. I'm trying to be still close. All right. I like that one. Just repositioning it so it's like this, like that, damn near. For me, let's try it again. Let's do it again. Yeah, let's do it again. So it's 6, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. As close to the fret as possible. Nope. Even a little bit. If your finger is on it a little bit, it'll change the sound. Like I could distinctly hear it, even when like a piece of my finger was on the chord. That's the most difficult part about guitar in general, and I got a lot of respect for it as I'm learning this, is because let's say like you even playing piano or something, it's kind of like finger space apart for like the keys you got to do. At the same time, yeah, da da da. Even when you got to come down, cool. You can't even like minutely be on a different key because it'll change the whole sound. And then from that volume, you kind of got to fix it along the way, kind of like measure it back down to like what you're trying to do. So you got to be skilled to know how to do that on the fly. This is a craft. People that play guitar, this is a real life craft, bro. Real respect. Real respect. This shit is not easy at all. And I'm just trying to learn basic notes. It's not even no crazy shit yet. I'm not even. I'm just basic. I came in here thinking, oh, I'm gonna do a riff. Oh, I can't even get my fingers placed down right. Shit is crazy. All right, 6, 5, 4, 3, and the second fret. Second fret. 6, 5, 4, 3. Boom, and the second fret, and then you got first fret and no, you got first chord and you got third. So for me, it was then making sure it's all the way down. Like it's nice. There it is. There it is. Each finger, bro, you got to be concentrated on. I noticed that too. It's like individual mind muscle connection because each one hold a specific key, so it's important. All right, I'm gonna move on to the last one, which is C, and then we go shit, take a break now and come back and then tune it. Go hit the joint for a couple times. All right, last one that we can do what we gotta do, bro. Let's do what we gotta do, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey yo, what did this nigga just say to me? Bro, what? Whoa. This nigga is crazy. This nigga said what to me, bro? Bro, David, you probably the funniest nigga in the universe, bro. That shit was actually hilarious, brother. Oh my goodness, bro. Bro, vanilla bean drizzled chocolate syrup is crazy. It's gonna definitely be a good time. It'll be a good time. All right, let me see, bro. Let me see. Let me get this last key in, bro. Let me get this last key in, bro. All right. So we ended off with C, which is the we got a first fretter in there. Being honest, we got a first fretter in there. First fret, second string, put her on there. Bow. Second fret, third string, bow. Third fret, second string, bow. Hello. But the fingers gotta be up. I'm muting it. I'm muting the note, but bear with me. Second. Hey! There we go. Okay. Learning how to like move my hands and wrist and everything. That's a big part of this guitar shit too, bro. But I will say this. I will say this. If I stick with it, it'd be kind of cool. It's just getting used to it. I haven't got used to a skill in so long. Like it felt so foreign and new that I forgot what that feeling feel like. But once you get it down, bro, it'll be cool. Some instruments it just feel better once you do it. Like I guess playing percussion and shit like that, or playing the trumpet, piano, anything. It's I guess easier to a degree for me at least. I guess it comes down to a brain, how the brain work and how your mind muscle connection shit works. So, but let's try that again. I'm about to. I just thought about my fit in my head, bro. I'm gotta find it though. Gotta find what I need. So I'm gonna have to hit up some spots. Um, I'm gonna have to do some spots probably tomorrow because I gotta find something, chat. I gotta find some items. I gotta find some items. I gotta find some items. That's gonna be fun. My bad. I'll be blanked out. I'll be really thinking about shit. My bad, stream. My bad. My bad. My bad. I'll be blanked out thinking about shit. I'm going to this function. I'm going to this function, and it's a bro. Okay, so look, it say dress up like your favorite coffee or your favorite ice cream, whatever the fuck it say. Dress up like some food. So it's gonna be some snacks and shit like that. I guess at the function, right? What you learned so far? I've learned. Hold on. Well, let me ask you a question first. So I've learned pretty much refreshing my brain with the guitar, the body function, the body, sound hole, the bridge, the top notch. I think the fretboard, the frets, stuff like that, string, stuff like that. So I learned that anatomy of the guitar. I also been learning just how like these things though, like this, whatever this video done taught me so far, how to hold it, and things like that. But yeah, just trying to learn notes. I learned. Oh, I did learn this. Eddie ate dynamite by goodbye Eddie. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye Eddie. So E-A-D-G Eddie ate D Eddie ate D Eddie ate dynamite G-B-E. Yeah. So Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye Eddie. So I'm really trying to retain this shit. You know what I'm saying? Really trying to. So then these E minor, G, A, it's just my finger positioning, and it's just that's gonna come with practice. Cause I was doing it sometime, like I hit it, but then I also remember what you said, like I was muting keys and I could hear that. So that's good knowledge I needed to know. But that's just gonna come with practice. Not trying to do that, bro. It's just you gotta practice your each finger got its own brain. That's how that's another thing I learned. Like I had to picture is like each finger got their own brain. And people be saying you can use your thumb to like do strings at the top sometime. Not that fancy yet. It probably helped me out with some things, but oh, also like this, make a fist like this, loose fist. Put your thumb in between your index and your middle finger, and that's how you want to hold it, like that. That's how kind of like how you want to rest it, like that. Light grip. Learn how to hold a pick. Make a you make a fist too. No, thumbs up, and then lightly put your thumb back down, and then you could pick. And then some people put on their index finger and then lightly hold it, and then pick. But I don't got to pick right now. I'm finger picking, and that's what they said. Use your, all this other stuff. But you can use your thumb if you're freaky. That's like the core. I gotta train a piece of my thumb to be a pick if I do that. No bullshit. Like it'll be forever picked. Like it's that same spot. It'll be picky. I could if you freaky, and then it'd be that same type of just muscle. It's a lot of muscle like connection, like a lot of feel, like the same feeling, do it the same way. Like that's how you do guitar. I've been feeling like. But bro, going to the function. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. So I gotta wear the all white, bro. So I gotta give me some forces. I gotta get me. I could just wear some nice bleached jeans, bro. Some nice bleached and just say I'm vanilla ice cream. But you know what I'm saying. But I gotta have a whole thing, so I gotta get some white jeans. So I gotta figure out where I got some white jeans from. That's the only thing, because I do not have no white jeans. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I gotta stay far away from everybody but the bad hoes. I can't lie, cause bro, I cannot have a fit ruined because of a stupid dumb guy. I'd be pissed. All right. So, but yeah, bro, I'd be pissed. Let's try C one more time. Let's try C one more time. Where my water at too? Hey, Charlotte, get some rest. Hey, face. All right. Let me see. First, second, third. So when I see like a first fret, I use my index finger. So I start with the index. No matter the note, I start my index. So index finger is in the first fret, second string. So I'll put it right there. First fret, second string, bow. And then second fret, fourth string, bow. As close to the what's the name as possible, as close to the fret as possible. Because this is the box. So as close to the fret as possible. And then third fret, fifth string, bow. And you gotta raise it. You gotta come up on her and raise it like that and reposition. This shit is difficult, gang. Yeah, this is on some shit like gun to your head, play fucking D minor. I'll try. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, this shit get wicked. I'll give it an honest shot. I'll give it an honest shot. What is it? Yeah, I went right to it. So fourth and third. I can feel my finger on the other string. Fuck. This shit is crazy. It's like these are just the notes to play. Imagine switching your fucking fingers in between stuff. Like what? I see why people break guitars. I'm not gonna break guitar. I can't. I don't even know how to break it. But I definitely understand why somebody that's experienced might be like, you know what, fuck it. I've been trying this shit all day, all week, all month. Right over the head, boom, into pieces. Fuck it. Bro, you say a fret first and then string is melting my brain. Yeah, bro, that's how you can tell where I'm at right now. It's easy once you get used to it. Yeah. So, okay, let me go by analytically correct by string first. Okay, let's go by string. So let's go second string first fret. Okay, we'll do it like that. Let's go second string first fret. Right. Second string first fret. I damn see now I'm fucking myself up going back to it. Okay, but second string first fret. Second string first fret. So right here, index finger is off of everything, like not muting the key, anything. I start muting the key when I put my third finger down. So when I'm at the fifth string, third fret, that's when everything kind of collapse, kind of slide away from the fret. My finger is muting the key. That's when like stuff like that is just practice. The only way I'm gonna do it is if I'm doing it over and over and strengthening that mental connection with my finger and everything like that. But what is it? Fourth string, second fret, and then second string, third fret. See, that's muted. Nope. A little bit? Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah. That's the best sounding one I have, but then again, right here, I want my third finger to kind of be closer to the fret, but I'm touching it, I'm muting it. Woo! I like that one a little better because I couldn't feel like I was muting it at all. Like I was probably muting it a little bit, but I like the way that felt. It's absolutely practice. Try turning your wrist in a little. If you can't hit that second string, third for okay. That's exactly what I just did too. Or in general, if you have to do it a big stretch, yeah. Like I had to, you know what I'm saying, come up, underneath like that. Had to come up underneath and then okay, let's come up underneath. Come up underneath. Come up underneath. Boom. Third string, second fret, second string, third fret. I'm damn near holding my breath trying to do that. And it's still probably fucked. But we ball. Hello. Yep. That one felt a lot better because like I said, I didn't feel like I was muting them. It's the mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's the mindset. But we went through all of these. I'm gonna just keep coming back to practice these like over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, what are the rest of the? Whoa, whoa, that's kind of cool. With a little hotkey, I can do that. Let me stand you up right here, just to plug in my. All right, just to plug in my mouse right quick. Nope.
Be familiar with. And then once you get these down, you'll officially be done with Guitar Boot Camp. So, congratulations. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if I missed anything, or maybe you can just say, "Hi, nice video," and then that also means a lot. So, thanks, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Thanks
to my patrons, of course.
Thanks to my patrons, of course.
Bye.
Nice. All right. I mean, let me do this so I can go between screens. I mean, most pop songs are just those chords. Very interesting. Very interesting. So I really need to learn those. If nothing else, I need to know those. Read sheet music in
Hi.
7 minutes.
So, to address the elephant in the room. Oh, thanks. So, do you really need to read sheet music? No, like Paul McCartney couldn't, and he did okay.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, sure.
No
Yeah,
problem,
sure.
Paul. But the thing is, it's not actually as hard as it
And
looks.
those shapes
because
can be
usually it doesn't
moved
actually look like
up and
this.
down to the.
It looks more like this.
Hold on.
And if it does look like that, well, there are always other songs.
He said there's always other songs. He just said don't play it. Aha! If it's too. All right, there we go. Just went out a little bit, just a tad. He said, and those shapes can be moved up and down the fretboard to play more. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay.
Plus, even just understanding how to read this will really help you communicate music with non-guitarists. It'll help you make sense of music theory, and most importantly, it'll make you better than Paul McCartney. And the best part, it'll
music
only
theory.
take a few minutes. So, you in?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What?
For sure.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm in. You know, can I come?
Sure, Paul.
Oh yeah.
Why not tab? So what's cool about sheet music for guitar is it's super complicated. Oh, yeah. So about 600 years ago, some German dudes were jamming on their lutes and were like, "This is hard. We should make like sheet music just for the lute." Huh, yeah, brother. And then they made lute tablature, which is the basis for guitar tablature. And guitar tab is a lot easier to read, but it also misses a lot of the detail that standard notation covers, which is why it's good to know both. Staff notation. So standard notation is also called staff notation.
Okay.
Because it's notated on a staff. Wow.
Okay.
This is a staff. It's a blank canvas for musicians to write on. And those are bar lines. And between them are bars or measures. Every single one represents the same amount of time, and they're used to help make the song easier to read. You know how phone numbers are broken up into sections so they're easier to look at? Like 867-5309?
Oh yeah, I love that song.
Okay. Bars sort of have the same effect. Rhythm. So rhythm is the heart of music. So it makes you move. So there are 4 main note values that you should be familiar with. In American, it's a whole note, a half note, a quarter note, and an eighth note. So
Okay. Whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth note.
the next would be a 16th note, and you can go all the way up to a 256th note. It's pretty intuitive. Or in Britain, you have a
256th
semi-brief,
note.
a minim, a crotchet, and a quaver. So then a 16th note is called a semi-quaver, which of course makes this one a demi-semi-hemi-demi-semi-quaver. Right, Paul?
Yeah.
Also, if you see a dot beside a note, it increases the note's length by half of its original value. So for example, this half note with a dot becomes 3 beats.
This is math. Okay. Dotted half note plus a quarter note. Half note. So if you had a dotted quarter note, it will be a quarter note plus a quarter note. The more ink, the quicker the note. Knowledge is power. The more ink, the quicker the note. Got it. So half note is ding, quarter note is ding, like that. And then if you had dotted half note, it will be ding, not ding, it will be ding, and then quarter note is ding. I don't know.
And then to tell you how many notes go into
Don't worry
a bar,
about the dotted notes right
we have
now?
what's
Okay.
called a time signature. That's
Time
these two
signature.
numbers at the start of the staff. The bottom one is basically a numeric representation of the note values. So a 2 is a half note, a 4 is a quarter note, and an 8 is an eighth note.
Oh, that's tech. That's tech. I just saw the numbers changing up top.
Values.
That's
so a
tech.
2 is a half note, a 4 is a quarter note, and an 8 is an eighth
8 is an eighth note. But what does that mean? Okay, he'll tell me for the whole.
note. And it can go all the way up to 256. But usually it won't. And then the top number tells you how many of those note values you can fit in a bar. So 2-4 means you can fit 2 quarter notes.
Got you.
3-4 means you can fit 3. 4-4 means you can fit 4. And 4-4 is also called common time.
Common
it's
time.
the most common time, which is great because it's also the most straightforward.
Okay.
A whole note lasts a whole bar, a half note, half a bar, a quarter. Whereas with 3-4 time, a note, half a bar,
Oh.
a quarter. Whereas with 3-4 time, a quarter note lasts 1/3 of a bar. So it's a third note? No, it's a quarter note that lasts a third.
That's why we call it a crotchet.
This is crazy.
That'd be crotchet. Guys, shh. Let's take a rest. I'll explain. Every note value has a matching rest value. They work the same way as notes, but instead of playing, you don't. That said, if a note comes up before a rest, you don't let it linger through, you have to mute it. Melody. So if rhythm makes you move, melody makes you think and feel. That's a treble clef. It's also called a G clef. Do you know why?
Like a G for guitar.
No, it's because it looks like a G. Can you see it?
Yeah, no, not quite.
But it's also because the swirliest part is around the second line, which represents the note G. What? Every line and every space on the staff represent a note. And in English, each note is represented by one of the first 7 letters of the alphabet. So which note is represented by which line or space on the staff is dependent on the clef. And because the guitar uses the G clef, remember, we know that the G is here on the second line. From there, we can logically figure out what each space and line represents by going through the alphabet.
All right, yeah, that's a H.
No. Because the musical alphabet consists of only 7 letters, once you get to the G, you go back to the A. So going up from G, you got A, B, C, D, E, F. And working backwards from G, you got F and E. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So what note is that?
H, I believe.
A.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So what note is that?
H, I believe.
No. But it is hard to tell because it's hard to remember 9 positions. So what helps is to remember the lines and the spaces separately. The lines give you E, G, B, D, F.
Tech. This is tech. Okay. Notes on the line are going to be E, G, B, D, and F. Every good boy does fine.
Boy deserves fudge.
Fudge?
No, Paul. Good boys deserve fudge.
Oh.
Here you go, Paul.
Yes.
Look at your face. Face. Those are the notes in the spaces, you know?
Nice.
Ledger lines. So you might notice that guitars can actually play more than 9 notes, which means that the staff actually only spans from this E to this F.
Okay.
That's why we have ledger lines.
Oh, yes, of course.
Ledger lines are temporary lines you can use to indicate how far above or below the staff a note is. So 1 below gives you a C, 2 an A, 3 an F, and the space below that is the low E. And it works the same way above the staff, just the other way. But with all these lines, now we have 4 E's. They are all the same note, but they're also different pitches. You can't use them interchangeably because that would sound like this. And on the note of pitches, you know, even though guitar uses the treble clef, it's actually played an octave lower. That won't matter for now, but it is worth knowing.
Okay.
Sharps and flats. Now, you might remember from my
Sharps and
fretboard video, in music, you have sharps and flats. On a piano, those are the black keys, or they're just the notes that fall between all the natural notes, except for E and F and B and C. Say it with me.
Because everything's fudge.
That's right, Paul. There are two ways that sharps and flats are represented in standard notation. Either you stick a sharp beside the clef, and everything on the line or space that the sharp is on is played as a sharp. You can also do that with flats. And then those sharps or flats are what's called the key signature, because making a note sharp or flat for an entire song changes the key. But that's for another time. But if you don't want to change the whole key of the song, but you still want a sharp or a flat, you just stick it beside the note that you want to be a sharp or a flat. And that's called an accidental. And now, a lightning round of other symbols and terms. A tempo heading tells you how quickly to play.
Okay.
In Italian. It's also sometimes in the composer's native language. Dynamic markings tell you
Dynamic markings. I remember this from band. Like this is band stuff too.
how loud to play. Also in Italian. Basically, just grab one of these and you'll be all right. Practice. So by now, with enough time, you should be able to work your way through any piece of music. So let's do it. So notice beside the treble clef.
All right, let's give it on a shot. So everything on the line is every good boy deserves fudge and faces in between. So E, G, and this also with the swirl. So this is G and a quarter note. The stances, let's say, is common time. So we in common time, quarter note, G quarter note, another G quarter note, D quarter note, D quarter note, E for the second block is E, 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 all quarter notes, and then D as a half note. Third one, C quarter note, C quarter note, B quarter note, B quarter note. Last one, A quarter note, G half note. That's what I see right now. Breaking it down after what we just talked about, that's what I currently see in front of me.
There's a sharp on the F, which means everything on the space of the F will be a sharp. Yeah? There's nothing on that line? Whatever. So remember, every good boy deserves
good boy
fudge.
deserves fudge, you know.
And face. So, you ready? G, G, D, D, E, 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 D, C, C, B, B, A, G. Yeah, and that's it. So basically, now that you have your new skill, the best way to practice it and really hone it is to basically do what we just did. Work through easy songs and, just go at a slow pace, sound it out, and go back over it till it feels more natural. And for rhythm, don't worry about the placement of the notes at first. Just set a metronome to around 60 BPM or larghetto and clap along to it. And before you know it, it'll be second nature.
Yippee, you know.
Nice.
I have them. Nowhere to run. Today is not our day to die. Found them. Is that it?
So there's vocal effects, and then there's this.
This is my voice. This is my voice.
This is my voice.
This is one of the craziest AI plugins that I actually use as a music producer. This is Sound ID Voice AI by SonarWorks. I can turn my voice or any vocal.
Okay. Essential guitar theory.
You know the real reason people learn guitar? For fame? No, to learn music theory. I don't think that's true. It is, and they just want a way to apply it, so that's why they learn guitar. Okay. And then that's called guitar theory. So you ready to learn? Yes. So let's start with some context. So have you ever actually thought about like what music is? Not really. Well, at its core, it's just a bunch of noises shoved together, and if done well, it'll make you say, it's nice. And if it's really good, you might even shake your butt, which is weird. It's really weird if you think about it. So music theory is just trying to make sense of it with rules. Okay. Rules rule. Am I right? No. The foundation. Now, this is gonna sound crazy, but the reason music works is because of notes. But a note itself isn't that special. That's a note. That's horrible. But there are two main things that make notes special. First, and less importantly, timbre! What? Timbre is the texture of a sound. It's what makes a sound unique. That's why this and this can be the exact same note, but you can close your eyes and be like, that's a guitar, that's a piano. Now, what's even more important about notes that makes them even more special is their relationship to each other. Without the context of music, a note is just a frequency. And somewhere along the way,
That's theory. We don't gotta get into all that right now. All right, bro. All right, cool. We about to pop out chat. Let me give me a couple seconds. Shala, go to the stream. Go to the stream, mommy. While I go do what I gotta do right quick. Right back, chat. Right back. Right back. Right back. I don't even struggle no more. I'm living my life. I'm living my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Come fuck with me, yeah. If you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm baby J, yeah. My life said I'm easy. I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm baby J, yeah. Move out the way, little bitch. I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. Come fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm baby J, yeah. My life said I'm easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends. All of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm baby J, yeah. My life said I'm easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm baby J, yeah. I'm baby J, yeah. I'm baby J, yeah. My life said I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm living my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah. If you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm Baby J, yeah. Move out the way, little bitch. I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. Come fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. Yeah, my listener, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah. If you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm Baby J, yeah. Move out the way, little bitch. I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. Come fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. Yeah, my listener, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah. If you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm Baby J, yeah. Move out the way, little bitch. I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. God fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. Yeah, my listener, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through the smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah, if you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm Baby J, yeah, you out the way, little bitch, I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. God fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. Yeah, my listener, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through the smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah, if you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm Baby J, yeah, you out the way, little bitch, I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. God fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah. If you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm baby J, yeah. You out the way, little bitch. I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. Come fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm baby J, yeah. I'm baby J, yeah. Yeah, my listener, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah. If you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm baby J, yeah. You out the way, little bitch. I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. Come fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm baby J, yeah. I'm baby J, yeah. Yeah, my listener, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah. If you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm baby J, yeah. My life shit on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm baby J, yeah. You out the way, little bitch. I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. Come fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. Yeah, my listener, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Come fuck with me, yeah, if you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm Baby J, yeah, move out the way a little bit, I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. Come fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. Yeah, my listener, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Come fuck with me, yeah, if you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm Baby J, yeah, move out the way a little bit, I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. Come fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah. If you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life set on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm Baby J, yeah. Move out the way, little bitch. I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. Come fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life set on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life set on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. Yeah, my listener, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah. If you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life set on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm Baby J, yeah. Move out the way, little bitch. I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. Come fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life set on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life set on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. Yeah, my listener, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ. I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through that smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah. If you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay. She loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah. My life set on easy. I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I flow. I'm Baby J, yeah. Move out the way, little bitch. I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. God fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. Yeah, now listen, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through the smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah, if you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I float. I'm Baby J, yeah, you out the way a little bit, I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. God fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on, I wish that you knew what I know. I don't even struggle no more. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my life. Yes. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through the smoke. Don't fuck with me, yeah, if you fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers, they used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. When you left me, you thought it was down. When you left me, you thought it was broke. When you left me, you thought it would drown. When you left me, you didn't know I float. I'm Baby J, yeah, you out the way a little bit, I'm driving the boat. And I know money don't heal all my scratches and wounds, but it definitely came with some pros. And just to get to the top of the spot where you not, just stay down and stick to the code. And if you get it a lot, spend it a lot, get up and get you some more. I'm loving my life, and I just thank Jesus Christ, I don't even struggle no more. All of these blessings, yeah, I can't do no stress and see my dream through this damn smoke. God fuck with me. You fuck with my brothers, karate kick through your front door. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell, and my flow. All of my brothers that used to be friends, and all of my foes ain't got them no more. I'm Baby J, yeah, my life shit on easy, I wish that you knew what I know. I'm Baby J, okay, she loving my swag, my style, my smell. Yo, we came back. Go sit down. Go sit down. I'm Baby J, yeah. This is somebody supposed to be doing this down here. I'm Baby J, yeah. I'm Baby J, yeah. see what's going on in the world, bro. Let me see. Inshallah, go sit down. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Lay down. Lay down. I know. I know.
Men deciding to put on a monkey suit because they want to be deemed as professional, but quite frankly, all it was to conform to white men. All right, so we have Stephen A. Smith deciding to comment on the shirtless events of LeBron as well.
Bro, what, bro?
Last video we talked about this.
Is a
Hello, y'all.
Angry Joe, please don't, bro. Please don't fucking. I ain't gonna say please to another man. Bro, let me react to this, bro.
Guys,
I've been subbed to you since I've been a jit. Hold on. I've been subbed to you, bro, since I've been in like damn near elementary school. If you claim my video, that'd be crazy. I'm just eating, trying to watch something, bro. Understand? I fuck with you. Other Joe, Alex, fuck with y'all. Don't do me like that.
On unhealthy food getting delivered to my house using those apps.
Service fees are crazy.
I know, it's too expensive. But that's where our sponsor comes in, Huel. These are basically no prep time meals where you can still stay healthy on the go or when you have no time.
I've had Huel here in the office for well over a year. It's perfect for when I forget my lunch or just need an extra meal in the middle of the afternoon.
No, yeah, I've been using it as a post-workout meal. It's got 40 grams of protein, so it really helps me recover and get these big muscles in.
So if you want to save time, save money, and still eat healthy, you can use our code AngryJoeShow below for 15% off your first Huel order. Plus, you'll get a free welcome package which has got a t-shirt and the shaker, $40 value. That's code AngryJoeShow for 15% off at Huel.com/AngryJoeShow.
Come here.
Super busy life should not prevent you from eating healthy. So check out Huel today. Thank you so much to our new sponsors, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Stay. Good job.
Here we are. The Last of Us.
There might be spoilers in here too.
HBO series.
But I wanted to see it.
Season 2. This big 2 years later. And I feel like we are on the tight.
Did y'all vote with the first one? Did y'all vote with the first season? Y'all vote with the first season? It was some low parts of the first season for me, but
panic.
Overall, it was
with
kind
some burning dumpster fires.
I don't want it.
And we are about to hit an iceberg.
I'm gonna skip probably halfway into the video.
It's going to be an interesting watch in episode 2.
I want to see like the beginning, middle,
if it does
and
the
then
natural pacing, because it feels like it's impending here, but it's actually going to be so fucking annoying if they drag that, the golf tournament moment out until the end of the fucking last episode. That would piss me off. It probably would let viewers empathize more with what's about to, the other character they've introduced here, Abby, before the tournament. But yeah, I don't know. So I even shouldn't be holding this. This should be.
It's mine.
This should go to Alex. That's right. I'm about to get killed as Joel. Yeah, I predict. So, if you don't know, our previous Last of Us reviews, we overall liked the series. We thought that the casting was excellent. Joel, as Pedro Pascal does an excellent job. They stuck relatively close to the games. It was a perfect adaptation.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we had other shows like Halo around the same time, just fucking it up. And this was an example of a good one. They made some changes, and most of them were good. However, that was a 10 out of 10 game, which me and Joe rated 10 out of 10. And then the series, some ups and downs, and by the end of the series, I gave it an 8 out of 10.
That's exactly what I just said.
Really good adaptation. Here we go with The Last of Us Part 2, which famously we did not like as much as the first game for certain choices that Neil Druckmann made, certain themes, whether they were executed.
It's kind of quick how fast this came out too.
Pointless and various executions weren't done so well. So I imagine we're probably not going to, depending on if it stays close to the games, we're probably not going to like it as much as the first season in the first place. Because we didn't like the story in the first place. But they do have the opportunity to make improvements. But Neil Druckmann is stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? Because he doesn't want to change things, because then that would give the haters fuel and it would make the defenders look like idiots. So he's really kind of stuck. So I don't imagine that they're going to make a bunch of radical changes.
I don't think so.
Like, a certain character just, a completely different story. I don't think that's happening. We're getting what we got in the video games.
Yeah.
I switched from due dates to due dates, and it made me go from weeks behind to weeks ahead of my deadlines. You see, I used to just bedrot all day getting nothing done. And you know that feeling of anxiety?
And I predict that casual viewers of this show will start to hate this as much as gamers did. With a few exceptions, of course. There are even a few gamers who, think that that's the smartest piece of media we've ever had and made until now.
There were horrible defenders of the show, but there were also, this is a tough thing to discuss, because like any contentious piece of media, because there were people that hated it because they're... And I'm not saying everyone who hated it's a piece of shit, but there were pieces of shit that hated it because because they're, whatever are the ists. And there were people that defended it because they always go against those things. And I think the truth here kind of lies in the middle.
Yeah, and it's also difficult to be a critic in this season, especially for the live-action adaptation, because there are, like that crowd, people who hate the show just simply for Ellie's physical appearance, and they say some of the meanest shit I've seen online.
Yeah,
it's disgusting. And so when we criticize, Ellie or Ellie's performance or, the actress's performance, I just want to make clear that we don't stand with any of those people, because unfortunately I am having problems with this version of Ellie, Bella Ramsey. I don't think this is working quite as well as she did for season 1, because I think she did a fantastic, the spunky, the in your face, the brash, the spoiled kind of thing.
Yeah, now just
works for Ellie. This is supposed to be 5 years later. She's supposed to have grown into a woman. Her character model is almost completely different. She's bigger,
DAYZ
taller,
vibes,
stronger, kind of more dour, relaxed, and none of that is the case here. In fact, Bella Ramsey doesn't look like she's aged at all. She still looks like she's 14 to me. And certain scenes happen in this that I am just not buying whatsoever. At one point, she's fighting this huge grown man,
Giant
and
dude.
I am laughing. It's not good. And considering what the transformation of Ellie is supposed to happen in fucking Murder Ninja. Okay?
Yeah, she's supposed to be cold.
She goes crazy. I don't think I'm going to buy it quite as much, especially when it comes to the hospital bit, what she encounters in the hospital bit. That is going to look hilarious. Bella Ramsey going up with what happens in the hospital, right, Joe? And then Murder Ninja versus Big Beefy Alex is just jacked.
She's not,
Abby.
Well, we don't know. We haven't seen her yet.
Okay, so that's true. A lot of criticism I've already seen online is they couldn't pay Caitlyn Denver enough to bulk up. They couldn't feed her enough testosterone and growth hormones. And she said, no, I'm not doing it. Showing how comically oversized Abby was in the video game.
How fucking dare you?
Which we enjoyed.
We
fucking
loved
enjoyed
it.
Abby has
We're
the best
punching
gameplay.
heads. We're punching poop.
It's just like one-shotting zombies with
It
a
was
fist.
fucking great gameplay.
But no, Alex is right. A lot of these people typing those comments, you're telling on yourself. You must not have played the game or paid attention, because when Abby discovers that her father is dead, she's not bulked up. She's skinny. And it's over the course.
She just starts
of
juicing.
the next
5 years later,
she becomes obsessed. She's just jacked. But still, it's still unrealistic, because I don't think you can get that big and that jacked over that amount
Not
of
in
time.
the apocalypse.
At least not
You
the
need
way
more
she was in
protein.
the
Not when
video
we're rationing.
game.
Not when we're rationing food. It takes a lot to be big.
Everyone's all scrawny.
Alright.
She's
Cool input. Cool stuff they had to say. We are about to get into some of that DayZ action. Some of that DayZ action. Absolutely. All right. Mm-hmm.
Outside, 10 and 5 in this fucking car. Everywhere we go, ready to slide. Got ours inside this car. Pay the extra fee, cause we too young to get inside this club. Doorman recognizing me, he told the crowd to tighten up. We just jumped the line cause I got motion. I'm not with commotion. He ain't never checked me pat down cause he know the gang be told. But he know that I don't hang with no clowns, I don't hang with trollers. She came all the way from out of town, got love from Minnesota. I went to the cashier, I need 500 at ones right now. I just gave a $5 $20 just to break this down. I just gave a stripper $50 to bring her panties out. She just see me ballin' in the club, I still ain't text her back. Kwame, this a strip club, he throw dubs to make them bitches gag. He the one who steady bringing drugs and had them on their ass. I was always one, why Trades and Scope got in with they mask. Them be the questions they have, but they all know we will connect. In the strip club with my partner, in the strip club with my best friend. She just asked me who your partner, I start laughing, that's my best friend. I'ma catch cuz with my partner, I'ma send shots with my best friend. Can't believe he left his partner, I would never leave my best friend. If he say that be your partner, why that nigga not your best friend?
My best friend.
Think about the people who inspire you most. Guess what? They don't have all the answers, but they do know how to ask for support when they need it. Therapy is a great way to find that support. BetterHelp has experienced therapists ready to help you with challenges ranging from clinical issues to the stress of everyday life. And it's convenient too. Build your support system with BetterHelp. Tap now or visit BetterHelp.com/pressplay today to get 10% off your first month.
We outside, 10 and 5 in this fucking car. Everywhere we go, ready to slide. Got ours said soon as Trace get off parole, then we all can travel. I need a plug in every state, just found one in Seattle. I got the Glock inside my bag, I know them cameras watching. I like the air down here, I took my mask off while I'm shopping. I had to test the product, we can't talk if I ain't coughing. I really had to see my best friend dressed up in that coffin. Karma say he love the streets, I know he's so exhausted. I just blew through several P's, feel like a dead man walking. She told me that she would never leave, now I don't see her often. Now she like, why you don't fuck with me? I can't believe she talking. Brand new Glock came with the double D's, love to catch niggas walking. I just took a break from rapping, they like Karma think he cool. Never took a break from trapping, I was selling zaps for school. What you say, I'm like, what happened? She like, you don't listen, ooh. I just turned the heated seats to make sure she was comfortable. Already got the sport luxury cars, I know I bought a few. Found a bitch gon' shoot this or I drop the low, she comfortable. You 35 gon' slip and slide wrapped up like damn I'm done with you. The odds be getting caught without no bond, that's unforgivable. I just mixed the purple with the pink, I'm doing rituals. This bitch that came around can't even think, she asked for pictures too. I just flipped the zap, too many zaps, I feel like Pikachu. I just showed a pic and smooth like damn, I think bro hit her too. Take a trip to Seattle, how much am I gon' text you? I said soon as Trace get off parole, then we all can travel. I need a plug in every state, just found one in Seattle. I got this Glock inside my bag, I know them cameras watching. I like the air down here, I took my mask off while I'm shopping. I got this big ass Glock, you really think I'm in the boxing? I got this big ass Glock, you really think I'm in the boxing? I put up in his ID, his little bitch can't wait to hop in. Low little no, hey. Take a trip to Seattle. How much am I gonna text you? I said soon as Trace get off parole, then we all can travel. I need a plug in every state, just found one in Seattle. I got this Glock inside my bag, I know them cameras watching. I like the air down here, I took my mask off while I'm shopping. I had to test the product, we can't talk if I ain't coughing. I really had to see my best friend dressed up in that coffin. Karma say he love the streets, I know he's so
So we're in the middle of a storm. Let's see how this goes. I'm not gonna lie. It's a tab.
I just turned the heated seats to make sure she was comfortable. Already got the sport luxury cars, I know I bought a few. Found a bitch gon' shoot this or I drop the low, she
Yeah, that's cool.
35 gon' slip and slide.
This is like freeze to death weather. We right, we should be warm enough. I can make a fire out here and there would be like no visibility. You wouldn't be able to see me. That's how like much of a crazy storm this is. Could I bust one up right here? I could. Damn. 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 With some of my head top. What? It went out like that? Bro, I just lit it. 0%. They sold. Crazy. DAYZ, that was crazy, DAYZ. That was crazy. Yeah, that was odd. Mhm. I damn near ran in the most. It's just cold as shit out here. Can't do nothing about it. Alright. This might not be the ride. Just because we spawned into a storm, that's never ideal for the ride. I'm like the nigga from Daredevil. I am getting warm here though. This Spurter got anything for me? Nope. Gotta find some food. There's somebody in here. I just need to get warm, bro. I'm not trying to kill you. I just need to get warm. I'm freezing. I got problems of my own, bro. I got problems of my own, bro. I got problems of my own. I'm just trying to get warm. Do he got loot though, at least? You got some food, bro? Listen, be easy. I know this DAYZ stuff get. It's real tempting, can't trust nobody, understand. Let me just get this loot and I'll be on my way, bro. This loot. Just trying to get this loot, bro. All right, bro. Be easy. See you later. You got a politic like that sometime. We could go back and snake him though, cause he hurt and lacking. That's bad karma. I got everything I need to make a fire and some more shit. We'll be alright. It's tough out here in DayZ too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if he would have slugged my dumb ass, I'd have just been laid out. So, but I got this MK2 now, which is good, and I think it shoot 22s, which is easy to find 22s though. Let me see if that heat up some stuff until I get to where my desired location is. I need to eat. Can you even eat fox? I'm gonna find out. Running through this lane like this is just asking for it. But that's where we had a chat. We made it. We made it through a storm too. Crazy. Shout out to Big Bro Num. We made it, bro. We made it, bro. It's getting cold, so I gotta get there. This guy, yeah. I need to just take up so much space in your inventory. Get over there. Make a fire once we get inside. Loosen rooftops. We made it. It's already live in the mosque. Right in Vorkuta. So they on some kill on site shit over here. I boxed in. Like balaclava. Duct tape is super important. This is important for sure. I'm not trying to aggro nothing either right now. Let's make a little fire right quick. Some good stuff in here. Might just make my fire on this floor. They got a balcony. This bathroom is lit. Super lit. Some good loot right now. So remember this floor. One from the top. See what the roof hitting on. Alright, make this fire, heat up this food. Mm. I need something sharp. This will help too. With a lot of things. Alright. The floor below me still got heat. As in like nice items. Look, look, look. We on the outskirts of Vorkuta. Might not be smart to make a fire in here. Move a little deeper in. With some canned peaches and a leather soda kit. Don't tell me, nigga. I'm sick. Alright, I just gotta eat and get warm. Right here. That's right over there. I gotta get warm though. Don't do this at home, kids. Don't do this at home.
Hello? 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 Please, please, please don't shoot.
The mosque is hot. Mm. I'm blicking niggas. So he over there on top of the roof. What are you doing up there? Go in the middle and make a fire. Thirsty and some more shit. You be alright. It's cold as shit on this server right now. Relax, relax, relax. Mm. I go to the school, get some hydration. Bush. Nice. We don't got no medicine, so we gotta just stay hydrated and full of food. Nice. Let's just go to the school, get some water. School right there. Man, your best installation. Tripping. I got no more ammo. I heard him too. Bring him to like the courtyard of the school. Disperse it. Small location. Disappear. The school ain't been looted. So they aggroed over there. I can go this way. .380 ACP. No other ammo. .22 LR ain't gonna do nothing but pepper him up just like how I did. I just heard somebody. Bro, it's a zombie or a person. Fuck it. I need to drink. Fuck them. Keep hydration up, especially in Rakuda. Bro, this zombie is the footstep pattern is crazy. Bless you. If I had ammo, I could have did it to that dude. You probably don't got ammo either. I just keep hitting the roofs of these blue houses again. And then we can move out. You don't even see me, bro. You, dickhead, you're the one in here. You stuck? No, you just running in and out. Who got you aggro? Or you just do this shit by yourself? Get the fuck on. Let me get the fuck on. Let me get the fuck on. Let me get the fuck on. Yep. Bullet whiz right past me too. Yep. Come. many here? Two? No. I don't have any. I need something that can stop the bleeding. Can a poncho do it, or do I have to have it? Fuck. I don't have anything on me that's a rag. I ain't found nothing sharp this whole time. It's fine. Just gotta do what we can. What if the zombies look through this building and find something to patch my wound up? Nice. Might be getting bad. Give me something sharp so I can cut up my own clothing. You pulling these zombies off me, which is good though. How, dickhead? It's no. Don't bleed out. Nothing sharp, really. Swag. Like a situation like this, you gotta rip some clothes apart manually, bro. That might be it. Bleeding out is never a good thing. I don't have nothing to patch it up with. This room gonna be the resting place. Man, we got that thing on this, bro, but we don't have anything to heal with. Nothing. All right. That's the end of that. All right, stream. It was cool. It was fun. It was a good stream. Not gonna lie. Nice stream today. See what I'm saying? I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all. Jesus love. I love y'all. All right, y'all be cool. Y'all be cool.